A putrid smell rises from the trees beside a Florida highway, a bitter chemical tang that stops travelers in their tracks. It follows them like a warning. Something rotten waits in the dark. The deeper you walk into that green wall, the thicker the air becomes, until it feels like the forest itself is trying to hide a secret. Then the secret reveals itself. A body, face down in the leaf litter, blood dark on the earth. A name stitched into a pocket, Troy, missing for days. Shot once, his skull crushed by a .22 caliber bullet. His car is later found stripped bare, not taken for things but erased, as if the killer wanted to remove every trace of the man who once sat behind the wheel. Darkness falls again. Another corpse, this time on the shoulder of a county road. Charles, a former Alabama sheriff, found near the weeds with 7 bullets in him. A .22 caliber pistol again. The bullets carry the same tiny signature, a twist in the rifling that will haunt investigators. This is no random violence. This is pattern. 2 middle-aged men, both killed by the same small weapon, both left to be discovered by strangers. The hunt begins. By the time detectives look beyond the single counties and pull unsolved cases from Central Florida records, a chilling truth emerges. 3 more bodies match the same grim traits. Richard, found in a neighboring county. David, discovered naked and abandoned. Another Charles, wrapped in a rotting blanket and pierced by 9 bullets. The victims are ordinary men, white, middle-aged, often traveling alone along lonely stretches of road. In every car, the driver's seat is bolted upright, locked as if someone staged the scene. No one could drive like that. This deliberate detail points to a killer who returned to the cars, who arranged what remained. Then there is one more odd case. A car found in Orange Springs, its owner, Peter, missing. Witnesses tell a strange story. 2 women emerging from the vehicle, one short and stocky, the other taller with shoulder-length blonde hair and a scar across her forehead. Blood stains the taller woman's frame. From these memories, police draw sketches of 2 suspects. They hesitate to call them killers. Could 2 women be leaving a trail of death across Florida highways? The evidence is piling up, and the answer is becoming unavoidable. The murder weapon is traced, a copper-plated .22 caliber pistol firing hollow point rounds. Its barrel leaves bullets that twist rightward on impact. The little gun can be hidden. It does not need strength to fire. All clues begin to point toward a startling possibility. The shooter may be a woman. A receipt changes everything. Tucked under the driver's seat of Charles's returned car is a slip from a Wynwood truck stop. Police swarm the place. Staff at first say they don't remember. Then a clerk's eyes go wide. She remembers 2 disheveled women. They bought supplies. They were hard to forget. Tipsters flood the task force. Hundreds of calls come in. 4 names stand out. One belongs to Tyra Moran, the other to a woman called Lee. Taller, blonde, scarred. Detectives follow leads until a motel owner confirms regulars who always booked the same room. Lee signed in under the name Camille, an alias lifted from another woman's life. 2 receipts found under that name match items stolen from victims' cars. Fingerprints connect to a woman with a past weapons charge, Aileen. The search tightens. Undercover officers, long shifts, and late nights. In a noisy bar, a detective posing as a drifter meets Tyra. She drinks like water and at first seems friendly. Then, without warning, she attacks the man. A swing, then a choke. In the brief chaos, he lives through something close to the moment before death. A flash of raw danger and a cold calculation that could have ended him. It is the opening the task force needs. With the SWAT team ready, they move in. They have no confession, only a past arrest for illegal firearms, but it is enough. They arrest Aileen and Tyra. The web begins to unravel. At first, the cases wobble. Without a straight admission, prosecutors worry. Tyra is the key. She is detained, terrified of being charged as an accomplice. Under pressure, she begins to speak. She tells a story that shifts everything. She met Aileen in a gay bar in South Daytona. They lived together, lovers who called each other family. Years passed. One day, Aileen came back to the apartment in a Cadillac and admitted she'd shot a man named Richard. At first, Tyra says she did not believe it. until the killing made the news. Afraid, she trades truth for immunity. Police set up a sting, a recorded phone call, a plea from Tyra. She begs Aileen not to involve her. Aileen answers differently. She weeps, but then she volunteers. She will take the blame. The confession that follows is chilling and simple. Sober and precise, she tells the jail staff. She was drunk. She did what she had to do. The men she killed were dangerous, she says. Rapists, attackers, men who meant to hurt. It was self-defense. But the number does not fit that story. 7, 8 more deaths. The scale is monstrous. To understand why, you must look at the girl who became a woman shaped by violence. Aileen was born into a broken life. Her early years, as told at trial and in interviews, read like a catalogue of abandonment and abuse. Mother absent, father a convict. Raised by a grandfather who, according to testimony, beat her and violated her. By age 11, she traded sex for cigarettes, drugs, and survival. By 15, she was pregnant, a child given away. Then she was cast out into the woods. Her life spiraled. Prostitution, theft, addiction. Abuse stacked on abuse until outrage hardened into hatred. Psychiatrists later diagnosed borderline and antisocial personality disorders. She saw threat in every stranger. At trial, Aileen was volatile. She shifted from anger to resignation. Her lawyers painted a picture of self-defense. Prosecutors called her a cold killer. The jury did what juries must do with broken testimony and bloody facts. Aileen was convicted. Sentenced to death, she added more shock to an already raw spectacle. She declared to the court and the press that life held no meaning, that she might kill again if given the chance. In the end, after years of appeals and public debate, the sentence was carried out. October 9th, 2002, lethal injection. The woman who had wandered and fought across so many margins was finally put to death. Aileen's case did not die with her. It left behind questions that never fully healed the communities she haunted. Were her killings revenge for past abuse? Were they cold-blooded crimes of convenience and greed? Did the men she killed pose real threats? Or was that a story she told to justify a deeper violence inside her? This is a story about more than one killer. It is about the failures and blind spots of a system that missed warning signs, the quiet desperation of people on the margins of society, and the way a single life of abuse can rip outward and leave a trail of darkness. It asks us to look at the lonely stretches of road and wonder how many stories there are that will never be fully known. What do you see when you hear this story? A monster born of pain, or a person who chose evil? If you found this investigation gripping, subscribe for more shadows from our past